My name is Alexsnder Shaffer, and I was born in Texas, but I grew up most of my life in Indiana. And I have been teaching basically since I was 16 years old. I was a summer camp counselor first, and then when I was in university I started tutoring. And then after I graduated, moved on to teaching English, and now I'm here teaching health. I used to live in Kaohsiung. I lived there for about 4 years, and so I already knew I wanted to live here in Taiwan, and I knew I wanted to do something that was Taiwan related. I wanted to do something to help Taiwan's push to become bilingual, and so I went out looking for the program with that in mind. I think the thing that struck me personally about the Teach Fellowship was the amount of support that we received, that I wasn't just placed in a school and then kind of left, that there was a network of other teachers, that we could collaborate with one another through the meetings that we had. There was a social element, but it was also a lot of people who were passionate about teaching, so there was a lot of discussion about teaching. The program has a lot of really helpful people who deal behind the scenes with stuff if there's like a medical emergency or confusion about just details about living in Taiwan. They're always there to help. Taiwanese kids on the whole do a good job. They want to learn, they want to produce something that's quality, and it makes them fun to teach. I think Taiwanese kids are fun to teach, ultimately. So I think, in my experience, co-teaching depends heavily on the personalities of the co-teachers. And so with my co-teachers, I'm very fortunate. We have a great dynamic personally. We get along really well. And so there's a very casual run and gun style where it feels very much like a mom and dad, like two people of kind of equal power who trade the same responsibilities moment to moment based on the situation. But I think personally, more than that particular style, I would say my style is adapt to whoever the co-teacher is. I think if Taiwan offers it, I've done it. So I'm really into some traditional kind of activities, like I've done I've been surfing, I've done shrimp fishing, and like I'm a huge fan of tea, so I've gone to a lot of tea places with my friends, and but also some more modern or international things. I've discovered salsa dancing is really big in Taiwan. The biggest advice I could give is definitely do it. I think Taiwan is an incredible place, and I think when you get here, you should try to do as much as possible. Like I said, say yes to everything, because this place is so rich in terms of experiences, in terms of people that are worth meeting, and no matter what kind of person you are, you're going to take an enormous amount from your time in Taiwan. Yes, actually, it was a bit of a running joke with my friends that I should start learning Chinese any day now, but now that I've started with the Teach program, I actually have the resources and a perfect scenario to do that. All my coworkers in my office are super eager to help. They're super helpful. I got a textbook and I'm studying. I'm practicing a little bit every day between classes, and anytime I have a question, I have like 8 different people who I can ask, and it's great. Well, like I said, there are some people who help out with all the little details of living in Taiwan, and they were extremely helpful with finding apartments and getting phone number and all these little details that made it feel like I landed. It makes me feel the same way when I land back in the USA and my family is there to help take care of things. And, it makes the whole experience a lot less stressful. One of the best things is those meetings that we have where all the fellows come together and we will discuss our experiences, what's working, what's not working, new ideas that we're trying, problems that we have. It's a great opportunity to brainstorm, and I've actually taken ideas from those meetings and implemented them in the classroom.